Alright, welcome to Amsterdam, the capital city of the Netherlands. I refuse to call it Holland, and neither should you, unless you're talking about the region that we're in, then it's acceptable. And one golden rule they tell you about here, stay the fuck out of the bike lanes. But you can't always do that, however, because there's a lot of physical obstructions on these sidewalks, like trucks and doing deliveries in the morning, and other people, So you can't really do that all the time. So, just be vigilant, I guess, of many forms of transportation, bicycles, trams especially, and, just your average cars and whatever else might come your way. I haven't seen any of those e-scooters, which is something I really like. Sorry guys, you read that sign? Amsterdam is not as liberal as you thought. Anyway, so I got to my hostel a little too early, so we can't check in yet. So in that time, I guess we ought to explore, right? Little sneak preview there. Not bad. There's some trash on the streets. I thought there'd be like bicycles everywhere. That was my image of this particular city. Just people riding their bicycles at like 80 kilometers an hour, like, whoa! No matter where you go in Europe, there's always construction. Always, always, always. Now, if I had to give one bit of advice to people like crossing the street in countries you're not familiar with, especially in Western Europe, if you don't know the intersection, don't cross until the light tells you, unless you're in like Ethiopia or somewhere like that, or India, in which case, run for your fucking life and hope you don't die. But yeah, just a word of advice. Don't be going in those bike lanes, especially here, and other cities for that matter. God damn, there's like no tourists in this area. It wasn't even like crowded too. It's just like, I don't know. Made me feel, let's just say, not so alone. Yeah, it was quite nice. But yeah, over here, if you're ever in Amsterdam and you want to get a break from it all, come here. I don't know the exact street. I'm a total virgin to the city, but Central Station is right there. So that's obviously west. And then this is further east. Look at this sidewalk. There's like nobody here. Got some Dutch hieroglyphics here. All right. It's pretty cool. Now this is a city that suffers from what the media calls over-tourism. If you look around me, especially in the street back there, you'll see why. This is also a similar problem in Barcelona, Venice, Ibiza, Mallorca, Santorini. Portugal is another one, especially with digital nomads. They're like, hey, what are you doing? You're causing the rent and the housing prices to be higher. So yeah, it's a big problem here too. And there have been steps they've been taking to kind of curb that problem with no new hotels to be built. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, I did technically see the Anne Frank house. I didn't go inside of it, but I did do like a walking tour of it. And by the way, shout out to Anya, best tour guide in all of Amsterdam. Now, there have also been several movies that have mentioned this very city of Amsterdam, one of which being Dumb and Dumber. It's like towards the end when they're all in the hotel room and they're all handcuffed and the guy wants like a one-way ticket here. And what was the other one? Pulp Fiction. It was one of the first lines. They said, oh yeah, you know what they have fries with here? Mayonnaise. Ugh. So yeah, that was another one. Oh god, what was the other one? Oh yeah, Harold and Kumar, the second one. They try to go here, but they're caught by the CIA because it's like, oh, they have a bomb. No, it's a bong. So, but they wanted to come here. They wanted to find that girl that Harold liked, and turns out she was here, and they don't make it here till the end of the movie, and then they smoke a lot of weed, and that's basically it. I'm sure there's many more that have mentioned Amsterdam in many movies, but those are just three of many. Despite all the cyclists and like how quiet it can be here, Amsterdam does have its fair share of noise pollution. There are people like kind of going a little too fast on their vehicle, and I'm not talking about the bikes. You know, I always think, I wonder how many people are like trying to pop wheelies and do BMX tricks like Matt Hoffman, if he's still doing that. I know he was big in the 2000s, I remember as a kid. And I did see one person doing that. Just one. Nobody else is like, yo man, look what I can do. Oh, that was sick, bro. There's nothing like that. It's just people getting from point A to point B. That's mainly, and obviously the infrastructure very much supports cycling. If not just bikes, it's taught me anything. The Van Gogh Museum. You know, the guy who cut off his ear. At least it was his ear, not his, you know, schlong. This is the Infinite Red Light District right here. Now, for those of you who, like, you know, haven't been here before, you do see, like, not on like the main streets here, but in the back alleys, you will see the sex workers like in the window. And they might hear a tap, but, you know, do not film them. I certainly am not doing that because, first of all, it's highly forbidden over here and probably borderline illegal. And you probably would go against YouTube's terms of service, and I don't want to get in trouble with that. So, but yeah, it all be happening here. Also smells like weed in some parts of here, but that's nothing I'm not used to. Because it's legal where I live, so heavily taxed too, but legal.